Now at Target 12, investigators exclusive use of force.
They kicked me in the eye.
While you were
on the ground, I got kicked in the eye. I was spit on.
For the first time, we're hearing from a man who says he was severely beaten by Providence police officers during an arrest in 2013.
And now we're taking a statewide look at how often police use of force on someone. Target 12 investigator Tim White has gathered years of data from every police department in Rhode Island.
And Tim, police officials tell us this has never before been done in the state.
Well, that's right, Shannon and Mike. This is a comprehensive review, and keep in mind, when it comes to use of force, police largely police themselves, and our research reveals the vast majority of the time the use of force is deemed justified by the department. In 2013, Joshua Robinson turned his car onto Eddy Street in Providence. He suddenly found himself boxed in by a Providence police detective who had previously arrested him on a drug possession charge.
Thought that I ingested some type of controlled substance.
Yeah.
So he ran up to the car and was trying to choke me.
He was choking you.
Choking me, yeah.
Court documents show police found no drugs on the scene and none were found in Robinson's system when he was later taken to the hospital.
He's choking me so hard on my neck. So I took his hand off my neck. I pulled it down, tried to get it off, and then he took his flashlight out and hit me right here.
Right on your eye.
Then blood started to come pouring down on my head.
This is Robinson's booking photo from that night.
I felt humiliated. You know what I mean? Like, you know, so.
What do you think when you see that image?
It's horrific. It's horrific.
Robinson stands only 5 feet tall. Records of the incident show 9 police officers responded to Eddy Street that night.
I was charged with simple assault on 2 police officers and resisting arrest. You know, it's different when you know you did something, you go to jail, you're like, oh, okay, I did something. But when you're in jail for something that you know you didn't do, and the fact that, you know, my face was beat up like that.
A jury would later toss the criminal case against Robinson. He sued the police and the city eventually settled for $72,000. Despite that, the department's Office of Professional Standards reviewed the incident after a civilian complaint was filed by Robinson's girlfriend. Their conclusion, not sustained. In other words, the use of force was justified according to police investigators. State and federal prosecutors agreed. Target 12 requested data from every department in Rhode Island, including the state police, seeking numbers on how often an officer self-reported using force on a civilian. Target 12 combined all the data and found force was used on someone in more than 8,600 instances between 2015 and 2019. The overwhelming majority of them, all but 4, were deemed justified after an examination by the police department. Does that number surprise you or sound about right?
Sounds about right. I believe we invest a lot in the training of these officers.
Cranston Police Colonel Michael Wingquist is on the executive board of the Rhode Island Police Chiefs Association. He and the group's executive director, Sid Wardell, say our findings ring true because civilian complaints against officers for excessive use of force are rare.
I think these are tough calls that officers make. The last thing they want to do is use force. Every time they use force, they risk their own personal safety, injury to themselves, and injuries to other people. So I think they're doing a great job. I think the training has come a long way in the last 30 years.
You know, I would put it out there to you, Tim, that I know the public sentiment right now, and I understand and I respect it, but I don't think anybody is hotter on law enforcement than the administration doing that review.
For Robinson, this is the first time he has ever spoken publicly about the incident and the first time, he says, he's been back to the scene where it happened. He was spurred to come forward and share his story after the killing of George Floyd, but yet he can't bring himself to watch the video showing the moments leading up to Floyd's death.
Me being a victim of police brutality, I can't watch that. You know, I tried, you know, I haven't got a chance to see it, to be completely honest.
It'd be too hard?
Yeah, it's just too much of it, you know.
Now, no officers were disciplined in the Robinson case. A spokesperson for the mayor's office says the city agreed to settle after weighing the facts and the extensive resources that go into a trial. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, 12 News.
Tim, thank you. Our investigation continues in 1 hour. We examine how body cams are reshaping how use of force incidents are being investigated. That's new at 6.